Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have been drawn to watch this reading for your particular sign, maybe there's something here that I'll be able to tap into for your current situation between you and the person that you're focused on. So the question I'll be tapping into is, when will I see you again? This is for those who are definitely at a distance from one another. You are maybe in no contact, in separation, either recently or maybe it's been a long time. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what that vibe looks like here for the collective. General advice as always. Keep that in mind throughout the reading, and let's dive right into it, guys. Hi there, Sagittarius. All right, let's grab some answers here for you. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What's the opening message? Will you see each other again? When will you see this person again, if possible? So here is the first card for Sagittarius. We do have denial. Number 36 could be significant. I keep telling myself it's not over. So there's somebody here who is struggling to accept that you guys separated to begin with. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a second card. We've got 32. These numbers could represent ages for some of you. Ready to follow you anywhere, surrender. So if somebody was hesitant before, they're throwing it out there. It's like, look, I'm ready. I'm ready to take this journey wherever we are meant to be. You guys could have also made plans to do so many things, and that stalled, especially when you guys broke up. And that perhaps is why they are refusing to accept that you guys won't work it out, that there isn't going to be a second chance to come back together. Let's grab a third card. We have 13. Okay, somebody is wishing for a new beginning, a fresh start. So 13 could be maybe an anniversary number. It could be birth date for somebody. But that is what's presenting itself here. They really don't want to accept that you won't be in their life ever again. And they truly are hoping, wishing that you guys can find your way back to each other. All right, so let's grab some tarot. Let's find out a little bit more. And definitely watch to the end, Sagittarius, because we are going to grab 3 cards to represent the time frames of when. When will I see you again? That's what we'll take a look at, and it'll give you a chance to be a part of the reading because you get to choose your time frame. All right, Sagittarius. They're still wishing to be with you. They want a new beginning. They've perhaps never accepted the fact that you guys were 100% over forever. Okay. So we have the Divine Masculine coming up first. The Emperor. For some scenarios, Divine Feminine, you might be Sagittarian and your Masculine could be the Aries here. Okay? You could both be fire signs. Some of you guys might have either been married or certainly together in a what you consider to be a long-term relationship. You could have had a child or children together, or you might have connected with a masculine who already had a family before you guys met. Well, we've got the Two of Cups. This person considers you to be their ideal mate. They consider you to be their soulmate. At one point in time, you guys were so incredibly compatible. And they're struggling to just live life without you, perhaps, But I can't help but feel some of you guys were married or maybe engaged to be married. And maybe there could have been broken engagements here as well. I am happy to see the Four of Swords because it can represent taking a break from some of the challenges that you guys had endured during the breakup or whatever led to the separation. Maybe your person is feeling like they're just carrying too much right now, or whatever led up again to the fact that you guys went your separate ways. They could be feeling quite alone right now. Maybe you do as well. But it could also be a blessing because it could be the time that you both need to just have that time for yourselves, to focus on your role and why things played out the way that it did. All right, what else here? What else for Sagittarius? I feel they still love you though, and part of the reason why you're drawn to this reading is because you still love them and still see them as the partner that you want to be with. Look at this, guys. We've got the Sun. You could be thinking of a Leo as well. So what I'm getting here is, yes, you guys are in separation. Yes, more than likely you're not talking in the 3D, because some of you guys could be interacting in 5D, seeing each other in your dreams. That could be a reality of communication right now. But I do feel that this person, the happiest that they've ever been in their life was when you guys were together. And Divine Feminine, if this is you watching this reading, your masculine might have done some foolish things, I feel, which is why there's this whole situation where they keep telling themselves it's not over. They can't seem to accept it. Could have been a very abrupt or painful breakup. But I am feeling here that this is a masculine coming through so far in this reading to let you know that the happiest, most fulfilled that they ever were was when you guys were together. And so during this time apart, they've allowed their thoughts to go to a particular place where it just triggers them somehow. Maybe it makes them feel really anxious about why things played out the way that it did, because it didn't have to go in that direction. They think about those happy days and are really wanting to reconnect with you, to have this amazing life together where you guys can celebrate the love that you share still. Oh yeah, look at this. Six of Cups is all about their memories and the fact that they're still thinking about you. It picks up off of that past influence of this person still wanting a reunion, still wanting you, wishing again to have a fresh start, a new beginning. And that's not something that they are perhaps ever going to give up on. You know, we also have the Death card coming through for some of you guys. Maybe your person is a Scorpio. And I'm just getting blessing in disguise here, because yes, the breakup was painful, but it's also allowed you guys to focus on yourselves in the meantime and to create this transformation within yourself, that transition that needed to happen. It really is about making changes so that a second chance will be worth it, you know? So the end of a cycle makes way for a new cycle to come in. But what I can confirm here is that they are incredibly sad that you guys are not together. It still affects them to this day. You know, maybe this person also experienced some sort of trauma in their life where they've had abandonment issues. But what I can tell you is they have so many regrets over what happened, wishing truly that they could go back in time to undo all of the things that happened between the two of you. And it just makes them really sad that they're not with you right now. And maybe you're able to relate to that for yourself also. You guys are meant for happiness. And for some of you, you will have the opportunity, I feel, to be able to see each other again, to talk about things. And sometimes that conversation could be very healing and can offer closure where it's needed, you know? So I feel they want you back. That's what I'm getting. Let's go ahead and grab those time frames here for the collective. So go ahead and focus on a number. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. And I will grab 3 cards from my Time Traveler Oracle. When you just need to know when. And just a reminder, you know, time constantly changes. It shifts. It's fluid. So take these time frames with a grain of salt. If it doesn't exactly happen when it says, that doesn't mean it can't happen at all. Okay. This is just giving you the possibilities of when something might occur. All right, guys. So if you chose number 1, here is your answer. For number 1, for Sagittarius, All right, we'll turn them over together. So I'm deliberately not looking at them either. If you chose number 2, what is that time frame for number 2? Number 2. Okay, here you go. And if you chose number 3, what is your time frame here? Number 3. All right, here we go. All right, guys, so if you chose number 1, and again, just a little caveat, if the answer that you get is not what you want or not what you expected, it could be an indication of wrong timing or the fact that the universe is trying to wake you up and realize you deserve something way better or someone way better, okay? So here's number 1. If you chose number 1, the month of October could be quite significant for some of you guys. Okay, so you could be thinking of a Libra, you could be thinking of a Scorpio as well. So that's your time frame there. It's a few months from now, obviously, but that could give you an indication to look out for particular signs as we wrap up the month of September and enter into October. Okay, so maybe something about the fall season as well could be significant for this one. If you chose number 2, here is your time frame. We have the month of June, okay? So obviously June has come and gone for this year, so it might not happen until next summer, but somebody's name could be June as well. And I'm kind of feeling that could be a significant month for some of you guys. It could be an anniversary. It could be when you first met. Could be when you guys first dated. It could be when you broke up, you know, so take that how it resonates. But time frame as to when you guys will see each other again, it might not happen until next year, but I do feel that there's a reason for that. So there's a reason for the delay, but it might also be a good thing, you know, so don't try to force it. You can't manipulate it anyway into happening any sooner than it's meant to, but that is what you've got for number 2. All right, guys. And finally, number 3, if you chose the 3rd card, your time frame is this winter season, or the winter season could mean something for you and your person. That could be when you met or broke up, but winter season, more than likely, something this December could give you the answers that you need when it comes to this person. So maybe during the holiday season is when you guys are able to see each other, have that long-awaited conversation. And for some of you guys, it might result in a second chance. All right. So if you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. And I will link all of the decks you see here. Thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you next time. Take care.